Hey guys, Zach Carnage here, and back again to do another painting tutorial. So this time we're going to be painting your very own Necron Night Scythe. Here's a look at the finished model, and it looks pretty good in my opinion, but that's just me. So you want to begin by painting the entire model in Chaos Black, or just matte black or something like that. You can see I've got the top section separate. That's because I wanted to be able to get at the pilot to do the details. So you see this is just on the base, but you can pull it off the base obviously. And there's the pilot in there. And if you turn it over, you've got the portal and the Tesla destructors. Very powerful. So here's the base, and I'm also going to have a quick look at how I paint that up as well. Got some scenic stuff on there. So here's the pilot, obviously. First thing that you paint, or I painted anyway. So basic paint job, just a bit of chainmail with some scorpion green eyes, and he's got his console there with bright colours scorpion green, ice blue, and blood red. And I dry brushed all of that with scorpion green to give it a glowing effect, and painted a bit of a pattern on there, although you can't really see it on the orb. And his whole seating area has been dry brushed in scorpion green as well. So it turned out quite nicely. Now you can glue on the top section of your Night Scythe and stick on that front bit. So you can see here I've actually, in a couple of sections you can see I put on a bit of Dark Angel's green, and that helps to add a bit of depth later on for when you're putting all of the different greens on, although it doesn't really pick up at first sight. But you'll see it a bit later. Okay, so here's where the green really comes into its own. What I've done is I've taken a bit of snot green and dry brushed that over pretty much the whole model. I paid attention to vents, and I mainly did the wing, the crescent wing arc thing, and I tried to avoid doing too much on the main section where the pilot is, because I wanted that to seem a bit more solid, a bit darker. But you see I did it mainly on the vents, and I tried to give it an air of randomness, because I wanted it to seem like the light was catching off of it rather than it just being completely green. So here I've done up the Tesla destructor, but first you can see the edges. They've had bolt gun metal dry brushed across pretty much the whole thing, being careful to avoid getting panels, and also on the thrusters as well there. And you see the Tesla destructors, they turned out quite nicely. They're pretty much the same as how I did with my Annihilation barge. So if you want to see how those are painted, just check out the link, and you know, hopefully that will help you with your painting. So in the meantime, well yeah, that's just a look at it really. So what you'll end up with is a couple of Tesla destructors, and all that bolt gun metal really helps to give a contrast between the standard green that you get, because I know green isn't the main Necron colour. So there's the power core that I did up in bolt gun metal with the little tail fin thing. Some people don't like that, I don't mind it. And you see the base here, I've dry brushed that in Codex Grey. That's the first step to painting your rocks, and actually we'll take a bit of a more in-depth look in just a second on how I update that. So here you can see I've added a Scorched Brown dry brush. So Scorched Brown, another Games Workshop paint, one of the old ones though, so plenty of those around. Just dry brush it over the rocks, try to give a contrast between the brown and grey. And back to the main model. So you see all I've done really is updated the lights on the front. I just did some bright colours. We've got Shadow Grey with Ice Blue over the top, Goblin Green with Scorpion Green over the top, and just a bit of blood red really, just to add some lights and give a bit of colour differentiation. So here's the portal. As you see, mine's not actually attached, but all I've done so far is just spray painted it in black, and now you can see what I've done to it. So we've added a bit of green. This is snot green, dry brushed around most of it, and the front portal is just snot green and then goblin green and scorpion green dry brushed successively Those are burnished gold with blood red runes. And there's a bit of Codex Grey dry brushing on there as well. Just around the edges really. So you can see here some bolt gun metal dry brushing as well on the edges of the power conduits and things, just to, you know, add a bit of variety, so you're not always using just grey or just one green. Here's the finished base. I've dry brushed bleached bone on the rock and painted up the Necron stuff, and then put on Games Workshop's grass felt. And that's the finished model. So just plugged in the portal, and it's ready to go. This thing does really look good on the battlefield next to all my other Necron stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to show you that in a couple of other videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment anything you want to say. You know, you can comment on how rubbish my painting is if you want, or how bad I am with lighting, as you can see. But, you know, feel free to speak your mind. This is where you have come. So, stay tuned for more painting videos, more battle reports, and more Necron goodness. This is Zach Carnage with his brand new Night Scythe, signing off.